This is a walkthrough of the basic functions in the Mammotion app. Open up the options menu by tapping the hexagonal symbol in the top right hand side of the screen. You'll see this menu. First, we're going to look at device information. Here you can see the robot version, if there are any updates to do. You can upload logs, check network settings, or do a factory reset from here. You can also see your warranty end date, as well as the device name and the model of your machine. You can also share your robot with people from here. And the last option at the bottom is unbind. You don't need to do this unless you're changing ownership of the machine. The next option we have here is a dedicated button for network settings. If you need to change the Wi-Fi network that your robot is using, this is where you select it. Next is task record. This is a log of all the tasks the robot has performed. Next is upload logs. If you ever need to upload logs from Mammotion to view directly, if your machine is having a fault, this is where you do it. Moving on to some settings on the robot. First is manual operation. You can tap this to manually control your robot. Next is no mowing on rainy days. This enables or disables the rain sensor. It's advisable to leave this on, but if you want your robot to mow regardless of what the weather is, turn this off. Next is zero turn mode. This changes how the robot behaves at the end of a cutting strip. It will either zero turn on its own axis when entering a new path, or it will do a multi-point turn. You should use zero turn if the ground is uneven or slopey and it's likely for the robot to lose its footing. Next is an option to turn the side LEDs on or off. Next is an option to turn the automatic lighting on or off. This controls the supplemental light, which allows the vision module to work in low light conditions. If this is disabled, the vision module will not automatically turn on this light in low light conditions. Next is non-working periods. If there is a time of day that you don't want your robot to work, select it here. If your robot is in the middle of a task and it enters its non-working periods, it will pause the task and then resume it once the non-working period is finished. Next is recharge mode. By default, it's direct, but you can change the robot to follow the perimeter to go back to its charging station. In most situations, you just want to leave this on direct, as the robot will find the most efficient way to get back to its charging station. Next is positioning mode. Antenna over data link is the default positioning mode. This positioning mode uses the reference station, and the robot and the reference station communicate via LoRa radio signal. If you wish, you can change this to antenna over internet. This still uses the reference station, but changes the communication from LoRa radio to an internet connection, so requires a good, stable internet connection on the robot and the reference station at all times. The last option is iNavi service. This allows you to operate the robot without a reference station, as the robot will instead communicate with an RTK network. This option also requires a good, stable internet connection on the robot at all times to function correctly. If the internet is weak in your area, we would advise using antenna over data link. Next is an option to manually relocate the charging station. If for any reason you need to move the charging station, select this, move the charging station to where you want it, dock the robot, and then confirm the new position of the charging station. Finally, on the robot settings are the voice settings. You can change the robot's voice to be male, female, or turn the voice off entirely. If we go back to the top, we can now select App. In the app settings, we can change a few things. First one is the map layer setting. You can either have the default map type, which is my personal preference, or you can choose satellite map. If you choose satellite map, another option appears, and that is map alignment. Map alignment lets you make sure that your areas are in alignment with the satellite map as shown. Use the arrows to align the mowing areas with the satellite map image. Next, you can change the units that your app measures in, from metric to imperial or vice versa. Finally, here you can also set the upper limit for manual control in meters per second. This can also be done while manually controlling the robot. Outside of the settings menu, you have the bell icon in the top left-hand corner. This is where you'll find notifications. You'll see general notifications, error messages, and miscellaneous messages here. Finally, along the bottom of the screen, you have the service menu, which has a lot of useful information. And then the Me menu. In the Me menu, your account number and the email address associated with your account are shown, along with device management, geolocation services, connection to smart home assistants, language settings, another way to upload logs, and some app information.